And now we're going to walk the River Churn from its source to its confluence with River Thames in aid of a pilgrimage being made by a group called Drinkable Rivers. Imagine, dive in, open your mouth, be sated. I have 24 miles till Cricklade, where I meet Leanne and Martin from the Netherlands, and that's what I'm doing today. Good morning, good morning. Here, Father Thames, is your sevenfold springs. If River Thames was said to have its source at its longest tributary, which is this, River Churn, then River Thames would be indeed the longest river in Britain. But for some reason, the river map makers decided that Thames Head was a more appropriate beginning and thus made it the third longest river. And Churn is just this extra bolt-on headwater. It's a bit roady here. Up here they zoom, but down here they trickle. So what I said I would do for Leanne and Martin of drinkablерivers.org is collect some source water from River Churn. That can be joined with their own source waters from Thames Head and carried to the sea. You know, rivers suffer extensive human pollution abuse, HPA. They emerge from the ground here in this pristine beauty, pure, unadulterated, as they are expressions of flow, beauty, purity, truth. So after every human pollution abuse event, one can sprinkle, one should, one does. One sprinkles a little of the original source water just to remind the river of its chemical purity, where it comes from, its birth state. Will that help? I mean, scientifically, Rupert Sheldrake told me no, it won't help. It was just, I'm just making it up. But is it art? Is it gesture? Is it ritual? Is it magic? I don't know. Feels good to do. It feels like a resourcing of the river. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to pass the water on to Leanne and Martin of drinkablерivers.org. So here we are, River Churn. We're going to gather the water now. Carried in this handy silicone squeezy. Water flows, life is given, rises from earth, falls from heaven. River Churn, source water. And what's so good about this little thing is you can give it thus. Our River Churn water river pilgrimage has begun. Bless the holy spring! Oh, it's not stings, it is greetings. No, my blood is flowing ever stronger now. Already forms Churn, a river valley. Oh, you are a pretty, aren't you? You are a pretty. We're going this way. Nice gates. St Giles Coverley. Tiny little something. And what a doorway. And who is that? What a lovely, lovely doorway. Let nothing cause you to delay, but hasten in the good old way. Somewhere under here lies Churn. I can hear her, but I can't see her. There she is. All that life thriving from one wee little river. One of the Churn's early tributaries. Very good indeed. Wonder how long before those will be guard dogs. It's seen me. Go! The Horlicks of Horlicks are buried here. It's a good sign. Another spring, another tributary into River Churn. I wonder if we can get down there. I think we can. Through the gunner there. Big fella. Churn, churn again, Mother Churn flows. Funky old pump house when Churn was sent up to the farmhouse. The bridge here shows evidence of being truly ancient. Look at these stones. But it's now fenced off, and the wooden, modern aspect looks rather rickety. We shall risk it. No, it's actually solid as a rock. I think I've stumbled upon an old bottle dump. And is that the base of an ancient man trap? One day, my friend, all this shall be yours. After Colborne, I have to go up the hill, away from River Churn, because busy roads. But it's very Cotswold delightful. The apostle with no details, just feet. Saint Apollonia, patron of toothache sufferers. The pomegranate of Catherine of Aragon. Super intense Jesus. Whiter than white. With a nice looking supper with his friends. Rain-kissed. I'm about 2/3 of the way through the first day. Somewhere ahead is a village called North Cerney, named after Churn, of course, Churney. And a very nice gentleman in the church earlier who had an accordion and a handlebar moustache said, "Oh, the pub at North Cerney, that's a one, mate." So that's where we shall look for food. I've been having fantasies about lumps of bread, masses of butter, you know, a whole wheel of cheese and an onion. That's what I want. So let's see what we get at North Cerney. Beach and ash. What a beautiful merging. The complete medieval altar. I've never been up a medieval rood loft before. I almost bypassed this church because I'm tired. I'm so glad I didn't. I've never seen one of these before. And that is the squint. That's the incredible route to the pulpit. This altar cloth was originally made for Chartres Cathedral. hadn't even seen this one on the map. Mary Magdalene, beautiful. Oh my goodness me. Ooh. Christopher. In the medieval legend, to cast your eye on a St. Christopher image was to guarantee a whole day of non-violent death. Little Jizzy, you coming, mate? A bit heavy. And the fishes. And the eels. Must be Jerusalem. Must be Canterbury. I bet these guys could kick up a jolly good rumpus. Stag-like. And a proper tub to douse the infants. What a cloth. Look at that bad boy. What's behind here? Oh my goodness. Yet another treasure. A genuine medieval altar frontal.
I'm one of the church wardens.
Oh, good man. Thank you for your work.
Obviously, so we've only been in the village for about 3 years, and when it was found, I think it was June.
Churn on the edge of Cirencester. A hoover. Tissues. Some plastic anonymous object. This must be the old Abbey gate. This 12th century gatehouse is the only standing building of the medieval Abbey of St Mary. With that in self a God. Here, Churn becomes a lake. Watermint. Mayor, thank you. Peppermint. For fresh breath confidence.
It's the only goose, and it adopted the swans. It's been there for years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the one goose.
Wow.
No other geese ever come here. That one goose, I don't know how the hell it managed to get here, but it's lived with the swans for years.
After a stormy night, we're in Cirencester. Good morning. There's Churn and a busy road to go with it. Oh, with a trolley. Today I'm continuing toward Cricklade where Churn confluences with Thames, where I will meet Martin and Leanne and their wonderful drinkable rivers. Leaving Cirencester. Last night the rains fell. Just outside Cirencester is the village of Siddington. So far we've had a 100% open church hit rate. So let's see if we can continue. Sadly it is not to be. It is often churches in closest proximity to big urban centres that need to protect themselves. Look at that Timberland. Beautiful. Yeah, what is that doing there? You know what I mean? Incredible. What era of, hey, we need a Boogle monster above the door in order to protect the church. What era of thinking did that belong to? And everyone said, yep, we'll definitely pay for one of them, a Boogle monster. Slap him up, we'll be good. And wonderful asymmetry. I bet it's a great church. St Peter's Siddington, sadly locked at this time. In Siddington, the common is much reduced from what it once was. The mysteries within, we shall never know. From Siddington, we follow the disused Thames and Severn Canal, no longer carrying barges of coal. Perhaps that's a good thing. Oh, check out this bridge. Oh, we can sing under here. Oh, the river flows on to the sea. Oh, that's fine. Take a bridge. Here, Churn meets the Thames and Severn Canal. All Hallows, South Cerney. Looks like a better bet already. I see fairy lights in the porch. Surely a sign of welcome. Oh, what a doorway. Who are these people, these animals? There's the cat man, the mustachio man, the thin man, the big-eared man, the owl person, the bat folk. Let's go in. That's a nice place to eat one's supper. Communion. And the windows, check them out. Fantastic doorway. In South Cerney, Churn, it's churned up. A little weird, you might say. She's muddy brown now here. An excellent name for a road. Here Churn gets wide into the expanse known as the Cotswold Water Parks. Now browner than ever with the weight of our leisure needs. I think there's sunshine now. Good news for Churn and for us and for me. That's quite astonishing, isn't it? Not just that people have been here for 1,000 years, because that happens all over this land, but that there's been an administrative solidity. Cern obviously doesn't quite stay in her place here. Such a wonderfully rickety village hall. As roads go, this is quite a lovely one. I have 1 hour to meet my unmet Dutch friends and only 2 miles to go. Almost like I planned it. We're now back on the Thames and Severn Canal Way and onward. So this is the Weaver's Bridge, and it's the last place before confluence that I will be able to meet Churn. So thank you for the journey so far. Somewhere just up there, Churn and Thames confluence. I fancy I can see it just between the trees, but I can't get there. So this is as near as I can get. here I'm going to give my last slop of churn sauce. Now to Thames. And there it is. The gift is given. Finally met Leanne and Martin and their host from last night. dribbleriver.org. So I finally met Leanne and Martin. These are the faces of drinkablерivers.org. Fantastic. And in their hands they have.
This is the water from the source once we found water, because that took a few footsteps, and from the Thames, the Isis. We are now sharing it, like you have been as well, to places that either need healing or remembrance of how healthy water, life-giving qualities can be. Yeah.
So may I add to your Thames churn?
Yes, I've prepared this water that you will come today.
Churn, meet Thames. Cheers.
Can I give you some in return as well?
Goodness
for whatever
me.
journey you're on and
Here we are, bear with me.
whatever water you're going to.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yes.
And you're going to take this to the sea?
Yeah, we're gonna bring this along on the journey, and we wherever we need to, we'll return. And indeed, we'll also bring some to the North Sea and the destination of many of these fresh water.
Well, it's been a real pleasure to meet Churn, bring Churn and bring it to you.
And to bring it really at the place where there is the confluence now.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you too.
Farewell.
Thank you.